everybody. Good afternoon. Rose here. Today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Let's Chat. So I've been away for a few days and I've been under the weather. Just found out yesterday that I got the COVID and it's been kicking my butt. But I'm feeling better today enough to where I can do some reacts. I wanted to try to catch up a little bit because if you wait too long, you get basically in the weeds with doing reaction content. So, Foodie Beauty has done quite a bit. I'm going to try to catch up to as much as I can today. So she did this live stream called Let's Chat. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see and hear everything. And I did a little look-see down below. Looks like Miss Chantal comments are turned off. So Foodie Beauty just can't seem to make up her mind. Sometimes she leaves the comments on, sometimes she turns them off. So right now, they're off. And every time you do that, Chantal, you're just hurting your own engagement. And you wonder why when people search your name is at the top, not at the top of the page. It's all the reaction channels. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and sit in and see what Foodie Beauty has to say today.
Conditions of our marriage, and actually that's an antiquity, and it's not haram. There's nothing written about it, so you can take your husband's last name.
So yeah, Foodie Beauty decided that she wanted to change over the Foodie Beauty channel to Chantal, and she used Salah's last name. And a little tidbit that I learned last night that I thought it was absolutely hilarious. So Flop Era, someone who was in her chat, there's a thing on YouTube, y'all, where if you have a YouTube channel, you can choose your handle. And Foodie Beauty waited around, and the Foodie Beauty OG thing that she wanted, she didn't claim it. Flop Era did, so she couldn't use it. And Chantal was angry, so she's deciding to use her name Chantal with Salah's last name. Which, as I understand it, if you're someone and you are involved or wanting to be married or married to someone from the Middle East, you don't have to take your husband's last name. You can keep your maiden name. I think Chantal taking Salah's last name, that's just another way for her to be claimed and it's another way for her to wave her marriage around in people's faces. Although we all know the marriage is fake. It's phony. There's no chemistry there. It's so obvious. But she's basically trying to claim ownership over Salah. So there's that.
So, furthermore, hi Aisha. Hi Brittany. A plus, I don't care. He can die in a ditch for all I care, honestly. I know that's not nice to say, but I don't have any sympathy for coward abusers who hit women and are disgusting. So, hi, Salah. So, yes, I changed my name, and here's why. Okay, wait, I have a snack. You want to see? This looks like a booze drink from Canada, but it's not. Lemon mint carbonated drink.
I hate when she does that. Like she's going to say, I changed my name and here's why. And then she brings in something that nobody cares about. Nobody cares about the drink, Chantal. Why do you do that? Why can't you stay on topic and finish the thought before you go to something else?
Salah brought me these today. He knows I love lemon mint. Okay. Hey, Vance Beezer. Hi. Hey, Tanya. Jen Marie.
I don't think she loves the lemon mint. I think he loves it because maybe an issue with her breath. Maybe that helps her breath be a little bit more pleasant.
She got a 26 of Vex. Stop it. If you're a changed woman, unblock everyone. Here's the thing, like, because I'm changed, Jason, I don't want to unblock toxic people, right? Or I'm trying to change for the better, and be heal mentally and stuff. So anyway, Julia Rockford. No, they were the most annoying. They weren't even funny. Give me a break. Okay, so for my snack tonight, okay, listen to this. I changed my name because I don't think I'm going to be eating on camera anymore because there's no point. You can't see me eating. I can show you food in vlogs that I do, like day in the life and stuff. But um, I'm not going to be doing mukbangs. So
Yay.
I don't think I ever really did mukbangs. I think I just like.
Yes, you did. Listen, I don't know where you got this logic of I don't do mukbangs anymore when that's all you've done is mukbangs. Eating on camera is a mukbang, whether you do it at a restaurant, whether you're doing it at home, whether you're doing it in a video or a live stream. If you're sitting there eating on camera, you're doing a mukbang. And you know exactly why you were doing that. You were catering to the feeders. You were trying to get those feeders back on your channel. But the one thing I have been saying, Chantal, is that if there are feeders out there, if they're looking for YouTubers that are maybe catering to their fetish, they're looking for those channels that cater specifically and only to that fetish. They don't want anything else muddying up the waters. They're not interested in drama or dirty anything. They just want to see somebody eat on camera because that's their fetish. That's what they're there for. And since you're a binge eater, since you have an ED, you shouldn't be eating on camera anyway. You shouldn't be making that part of your content because by doing that, that's part of the reason why you've never sought out therapy, because you're too busy monetizing the problem and making money off of it. Of course, you don't want to solve the problem if it's profitable to you.
Like, here's the thing. My content, most people when they do YouTube, sorry guys, I'm sorry and I'm not talking to you guys right now. I will. A lot of people have, you can still eat under the veils. Yeah, like I can do stuff like that, but I need to get back on a health journey. When I become obsessed with food, um, I'm interested in making it my content because my content is like my life in a lot of ways. I know you guys think I'm being very impersonal in a lot of ways, but at the same time, I'm still very much sharing the steps of my life with you. Lobster mac and cheese.
Honestly, Chantal, if you're wanting to eat healthy, that's great. Do I think you're going to be able to accomplish that in Kuwait? No. Do I think you are in a space where you can claim to be in recovery? No. If you were in Canada again and surrounded by all the temptations and you were staying away from them, I would say, yeah, maybe you're turning a corner. But you can't truly say that if you're in a place where the only reason why you're not pursuing some of your old obsessions and addictions is because you don't have access to them. I mean, it's the restrictions keeping you away from your addictions versus your own self-control. And you've been in Kuwait and you've not been eating healthy. You're doing the same stuff with Salah that you were doing with Nader. He eats fairly healthy, and you know that. And you eating healthy, it isn't for you, it's for him. Look, honey, aren't I a good girl? I'm eating healthy food. So yeah, you eat one healthy meal and then go on a binge. And we've seen how excited you get over fast food. And not too long ago, while in Kuwait, you talked about how you wanted to travel the world and visit nothing but fast food joints. So make it make sense. You want to be healthy, but yet you're talking about touring, and your main focus of the touring would be fast food restaurants, the very same thing you should stay away from.
So that's my point. I'm not really, I don't feel like foodie beauty anymore. I don't feel like that person anymore.
But you are her.
So I figure, you know what? Time to make some changes on my social media as well. Now, I want to address Costco muffins. Oh, Reginald. Oh, I'm talking like this because I can breathe better now. So listen, people have asked me, so what you have to change, first of all, you don't have to do anything. Nobody has a right to tell you how to integrate, like what, how to act, and like just because you're religious, like nobody knows, you know what I mean? So for people to be like, you have to delete all your, you should delete all your old videos because they have your face. It makes more sense. Like, why do it on Instagram and not YouTube? It makes more sense for me. Like YouTube, I have like, this is my job and that was my past, like all videos, like that's my work. Why am I going to delete all my work? Like 400, and plus there's like 400 and something videos. Hi Rhonda. Sorry guys. Monica. Okay, Salah's going to say hi for now. Oppositional no, I don't think so. um Islam my way. Well, no, it's yeah, duh, Reginald. Like, do you hear yourself? Religion is for you to express your way. You know what I mean? I don't speak Arabic. I'm not gonna like, so I have to make it.
Chantal, I'm not quite sure what your beliefs are right now, but the feeling I'm getting from you is that you're purposely straddling the fence. You're not coming out and saying what your beliefs are, just so if you act a certain way, you can't be held accountable for it. You're not saying that you're converted to being Muslim or not. You keep being very vague. And I think you're doing that just so you won't get in trouble for acting a certain way or doing certain things that, if you were part of that belief system, would be against that belief system.
Get my way, like by reading the Quran in English. I have to like, you don't have to, um you know what I mean? Like the basic principles, yes, but hi coffee first. Anyways, so what was I saying? So it makes more sense because I don't like Instagram. I had very little pictures on there, so it's easier to change that, you know. So yeah, fine about this food. Yeah, they make money off my face, exactly. So, um, but yeah, so I updated the membership tiers because a lot of people, you know, it's just more affordable too. So
Like Chantal has ever cared about that. Like she's ever cared about making things more affordable. She's had her memberships up for how long? And she never cared before about making things affordable for people. She never gave a flip about maybe there are people in her audience that they can't afford $5. Maybe I should make a second tier to help them out. That if they want to be a VIB, it's more conducive to their budget. She never cared before. Isn't it funny that she cares now that she's in need of money? Isn't that something? All this time that she's had memberships up, She always stuck to $5 membership. And if anything, the last tier that she made was more expensive. Y'all remember the Postcard Club? I don't know if that's still active, but she was all about finding ways to make more money off of people versus, oh, I want to make it more affordable. Hogwash. You don't care about helping out your audience and being considerate of your audience. You're just scraping at whatever money you can get out of people.
And I'm not like starving for cash or anything like that. Like
Liar.
I won't, you know what I mean? Actually, I have to say, a lot of people speculate on our finances, which is just so I was so excited about this Yo Mama stream exposing this person, um, Yaba, because you know what, like they're pretty nasty. They're a pretty nasty bully on YouTube, and I was disappointed that they just like they're like calling her out for what? Like the problem is not the quality of her content. Well, yeah, it is too. But the major problem is that this person is a huge bully. Like they fat shame when they're also fat. Why didn't
I got a question. I always got questions over here. How can she look at it as bullying when I've been reacting to Chantal for the longest? I look at bullying as if somebody were a reactor or someone going into her chat and giving her hell. I haven't seen Yaba in her VIB chat giving it to her. I haven't seen French Fry Girl in her chat giving it to her. I haven't seen any of the reactors doing that. I don't know where she gets off seeing that the reactors bully her when we don't go into her backyard and ruin her barbecue. We don't do that. We stay on our channels, we give our opinions, our feelings, and our thoughts, and that's as far as it goes. And it's Chantal who wanders out of her backyard into our backyards and gets mad when she doesn't have to. She brings the aggravation to herself. She causes that to happen. We aren't going into her VIP chat and giving her crap. But I'll tell you what, her and Sala make a point to lurk in the reactor chat, and sometimes they rear their ugly heads and say stuff. So who's bullying who, Chantal?
you call that out? Like, you know what I mean? And not just that, but like, um, oh, he likes her reactions after TLC shows. TLC shows like my 600-pound life. So you like the fat, you find it funny that she fat shames people. Like this person is responsible for raising other children, like raising children, and they fat shame people for a profession. It's disgusting. And like,
And you screaming over there about fat shaming. You've shamed other people's weight, their age, where they live, how they live, talking about the Motel 6. You will shame a person's appearance. So you're over there wagging your finger, pointing your finger at other people when there are three fingers pointing back at you for all the things that you've said. How can somebody who has a bully mentality like you accuse others of bullying?
she made fun of like Negs's like deceased child and like called him the R word. Like I have screenshots of the disgusting things she did, and you didn't call any of that out. Sanella, welcome to Very Important Beezers, ready, set, bees. So I'm happy that you can get a chuckle and you admire her and kiss her ass, probably because she has 20,000 subscribers or whatever she's stunted at forever. And maybe Negs only has way less, of course. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But I find it just like stupid. Like the reaction was, I just like turned it off. I'm like, no. Lose the weight. Well, I'm working on it. It's not that easy. But yeah, no, I have to No more excuses of anything. Like, regardless if it's hard or not, like, I don't want to die and I don't want health problems. So I need to get healthy, you know?
Yes, you do. But you need to do it for you, not for the sake of some guy.
I don't want to get too old before my time. Like, being overweight, unhealthy ages you. Sanella? Oh, thanks. I don't even know about it, Flop. When I discard people from my life who are no more use to me, I don't follow them. I don't.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to say this. Anybody who supports Chantal, speaks up for Chantal, understand this. This woman right here, I've seen it many times over, where she'll gather people to her that they want to fight in her honor. They want to speak up for her. And she allows them to do it. She treats them as pawns on her chessboard. She lets them do all the fighting, lets them get all the aggravation, all the backlash, while she's in the back of the board, safe. Her channel stays safe. Her views stay safe. Oh, you want to fight for Chantal? You want to speak up for Chantal? Go ahead. She won't stop you. She might even get you to do some of her dirty work. She'll treat you as the cat's paw, to be in the front while she's in the back, hiding. That way she can say, it wasn't me. It wasn't me doing that. But she's got loyalty to no one except herself. And she thinks nothing of discarding people once she's used you up.
Hate watch people. I don't like sit there and obsess about people's lives, you know? So I will agree he was right though about like I seen a snippet. I
He says, I'm not obsessed with other people's lives, yet I just did a react where she was reacting to French Fry Girl. And she kept bringing up that French Fry Girl has 4 channels and oh, she's got this many views. Pocket watching Frenchie. So who's obsessed with who? You're over there watching her views, how many channels she has, how many viewers she's got. If you were not obsessed and if you weren't pocket watching, if you were truly like just minding your business, why does it bother you so much that Frenchie has 4 channels? How many viewers she has versus what you have?
don't watch her trash content because why am I going to listen to somebody from the the deep US wherever they're from? She sounds like she's from the South.
What's wrong with that? I'm sorry I'm getting loud. I apologize. She makes a big deal over people being from the South. And Chantal, I'm from Florida, grew up in a Southern family. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with if you're born in the South? So what? So what? And you're going to pick on somebody just because of where they grew up? If they have an accent? Is that right to do? No. It is what it is. Where you grew up is where you grew up. Whatever your heritage is what your heritage is. I come from a family where they all talk like this. They have those deep Southern accents. Deep. But they were the most wonderful people. Taught me a lot about love and loyalty. And I'll tell you what, Chantal, there is nothing like Southern hospitality. Nothing.
Sorry. She sounds super uneducated. Why what she doesn't know the first thing about living in the Middle East. She doesn't know the first thing about Islam and she's going to be the critic on it? Are you kidding? Goodbye. So, I've seen a clip of her criticizing um making people make assumptions. This is their content. So he was right about that. They're like um her marriage is fake, her husband isn't real. Oh, he's a hologram, you're right. Amazon. Well, I'll set it up for you.
Speaking of growing up in the South, Chantal, I'm going to tell you something my daddy told me, and I'll never forget it. He told me, he said, there are 2 kinds of sense. that a person can have. Book sense, walking around sense. You can do without the book sense, but you cannot do without the walking around sense, the common sense. You don't have either. Something I learned from my father. Something I'll never forget. You don't have that walking around sense.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, Chantal. First of all, it's Chantal, you uneducated freak. So, anyways, it is flop era. No, I'm kidding. Um, oh no, because I have an opinion and I defend myself, I'm not a good Muslim, right? Sorry. Anyway,
A plus says Chantal, stop being rude about the South. Like, why are we all dragged into this? Exactly. Exactly. She doesn't understand that by coming for somebody that might have a southern accent or from a southern region, she doesn't understand that by doing that, you're not just insulting that person. You might be insulting people in your audience that are also from the South. She doesn't have the walking around sense that I was talking about to figure that out.
anyways, well, in her case, it does make her dumb, not salsa, because she just, people who talk like that sound so uneducated and ignorant.
Really? Really? You sound uneducated and ignorant just saying that.
Period. Anyway, um, so yeah, I hate these. I don't like this opinion that like just because I'm not insulting people that I don't do reactions well. Like, I know I don't, but I'm not a crappy reaction channel. So, but anyway, she's like, they're making fun of stupid things like that they have no clue about, my marriage, or making fun of like the apartment and the kitchen. Like, all you've seen is the kitchen so far and this. Like, you know, um, the point is, like, it's not the fact that they speculate on things they don't know. What's wrong about it is that they make shaming okay. Like,
All this leads back to you, Chantal. I think the reason people are reacting to how Salah lives and how you both are living now is because you lied about Salah. You talked him up. You exaggerated. You told us he's a very successful businessman. He's got a ton of money, that you could quit YouTube at any time. I mean, you really talked him up. And then when everybody saw the living accommodations, it didn't match what you said. If you had said he's a humble guy and he's just living very simply, then we saw the place, it wouldn't have been so big of a shock. And there might not have been so many comments. But you put that all in motion.
who cares if he was poor? Like, even if he was poor, who cares? You have no right to judge people on that. Like, what? Get a life. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Oh, yeah. So, this is what I'm eating.
I thought you said you weren't doing a mukbang anymore. What's this?
Funny faces.
You just said she wasn't doing a mukbang anymore, and yet not even through with this live stream, and she's already eating on camera. I'm done.
Amazing how much hate people. I know. That's what I was hoping that people would talk out about, is the most important thing. But no. They find it funny. So yeah.
She just can't go through a live stream without putting something in her mouth. If you put more attention on what comes out of your mouth as much as you do on what you put in, you might actually have some decent content.
Okay, goodbye, Flop. You're annoying.
By the way, Flop Era, well done. Well done on snatching the YouTube handle name. So Foodie couldn't grab it. Well done, Flop Era. Well done. You checkmated her. Well done.
Just go feral. I don't have to go feral. I don't think I ever go feral. Like, honestly, People judge me on Cuba Rage. If you look at the circumstances, like, yeah, sorry. Like, try being with an abuser and see what that does to your emotional health, okay?
You know, Chantal, I've been through hell you couldn't even imagine, for real. For real. And I went through it. And I did my healing and I got better. I don't think you've been through even half of what you said. You're just talking about it. You're trying to paste the DV and essay thing on you like badges, like they're badges of honor. Those of us who've been through it, we don't look at it as a badge of honor. It's just something that we went through and we survived. That's what makes us survivors. But we don't look at things like that as a reason to act recklessly and be offensive. That's what you do. That's what you've been doing. Like, I've been through this, therefore I should act this way and be this offensive, and that excuses everything. No, no. I've been through some crap. And I'm not going to say what that crap is. Trust me, I went through it. I went through an abusive relationship like you wouldn't believe. And I was happy to walk out with my life. And I did. I walked out with my life and I started over. I didn't monetize what happened to me. That was you. That was you. That's been you. So you want to treat what allegedly happened to you like trophies you're going to hold up in the air and look, everybody, I've been through this. And because I've been through it, I can act recklessly and that just excuse my bad behavior. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Well, I don't really want trolls in my chat anymore, Reginald. I'm tired of the same audience. I'm tired of trolls. I'm tired of like the same people just like bringing up drama.
And yet she opens up her chat when she's reacting to FFG. So this one, she flip-flops too much. She flip-flops. 1 minute saying, I'm tired of the trolls, and then locking down the chat to VIB chat, and the next minute opening up the chat because she wants those views and she wants extra people in her room to get that extra Google AdSense money.
Defending bullies on the internet. Sorry. I don't like trolls, A plus. So you guys are free to leave, and if I don't have anybody in my chat anymore, I will just not do live streams. Oh well. I roll with the punches. I hate when people like I hate when people just like, oh, you're not getting so many views. So have I sat here and complained about money?
No, you're complaining about everybody else's money that's not yours. Pocket watching FFG, pocket watching all the reaction channels. You're not complaining about your money, but yet you're keeping a close eye on everybody else's money. Everybody else's money. If you were making enough money over there, Chantal, you would not care about what anybody else is doing and what they're making. The fact that you're watching so closely points in the direction of you're not making enough to make you satisfied, to make you happy.
Have I sat here and complained about that? No. It's not affecting my life.
Yeah, it is.
I just want to have like normal conversations. Oh, really, Sanella? Yeah. I guess I'll see how it goes, Nostoon. Another brilliant comment.
Nutsalta says, personally, I think you like the lower views better. No, she doesn't. Chantal's main concern is money. I mean, think about it. She's got herself to support. She's got Sala. Back home, there's Pete with the cats. She needs money for all of that. So, of course, she's concerned about money. And the more I'm watching Sala, the more it's apparent that this is not a man that's happy with little things. He wants big things, big ticket items. He's expensive, pricey. So she's got to have money to keep him happy. So she's never going to be happy with the lower views because lower views means less Google AdSense money, right? She got to have that money to keep it all going. She doesn't have anything in savings. So she's concerned about money.
Like what's like with the fat shaming like that has any relevance? I don't want people like this in my chat anymore, basically. Like, goodbye. Getting rid of the trash. I like the lower views better. Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind.
She doesn't mind, but she doesn't like it either.
I never complain about that. I don't care.
Yes, she does.
Actually,
You know, she's desperate for views when she's sitting there reacting to French Fry Girl. Not once, but twice.
I feel like I don't know. I didn't even see that. What was it deleted? I enjoy you because I watched. Yeah, thanks, Brittany. Flop is an intentional ass. A few of their questions have been reasonable, but others are always obnoxious. Yeah, like if you are entertained by that, you're not in the right place anymore. I'm sorry, but this is not my life anymore. Like, I just don't. No. Not my thing. Hi. It's so cold here. Do you get snow where you are, Aisha? Hi, Colleen. And yeah, my audience was like mostly trolls for a long time. But trolls don't give a shit about you. They don't, sorry, a crap about you. They don't want you to, they just want to laugh at your expense. I don't.
Darcy Edwards says, why do you hate American Southerners so much? Pete said Cornwall is like the American South of Canada anyway. I don't know how Pete could say that without traveling to the United States and experiencing the South. So I've never been to Cornwall, don't know the people there, never been to the area, but I don't see how Pete could say that without experiencing the South here in America.
Want that kind of audience anymore. You know what I mean? So, you're in Toronto? Welcome to all the positive people. Yeah. Exactly. Because, like, I don't know. But I'm definitely not doing any more reactions because, yeah.
Like, she said this, and then directly after this, she reacted to FFG.
That's just a waste of time and energy, most of all. Hi, Pammy.
Then why did you do it?
Positive vibes only. So I don't want trolls, just, I want to have, like, talk about more meaningful things or just chat, like, I don't know, about important things. You're a creator, not a reaction channel. Exactly. But, like, how do people find reaction channels funny? Like, it's funny to just randomly laugh at someone's weight? Like, why? Like, unless you're a brainless sheep, like, 5-year-old. Like, I can't.
That's what you keep telling yourself. But the reaction channels and the reactors, they bring the personality. They bring the creativity. Whether it's in a video or in a live stream, they bring it. They put the work in. Do you realize, Chantal, that some of the compilation videos that people put out, how much work that goes into it? Just finding different things and putting them all together. That could sometimes take days, weeks to do. splicing it all together and make it into a storyboard where people can follow along. It takes work. It's work being a reactor. It is. It is. Especially during that period when you were doing 6 to 10 hours of live streams a day. The reactors put in the work, and guess what? You put in the work, you get the reward. Turning on your camera and being boring, you're not going to get much reward from that. You just won't. You just won't. You're under the assumption because you're foodie beauty, you turn on the camera, that everybody should fall in love with you and give you tons of views and super chats. You're finding out quick that's not how it goes.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
You don't have to get it. You don't have to watch. Stay in your lane.
I mean, yeah, I've laughed at things, pretty immature things, but I guess I'm just over it, you know? Actually, we're probably gonna like game more, maybe on the Twitch or something. We have like maybe play like Mortal Kombat. About the South. Thank you.
There's a lot of people in her chat saying that they're Southern and they're proud of being Southern. How can y'all be in Chantal's chat and she just talked down about Southern people? You know, I'm going to do a Southern thing right now. I'm looking at you, Chantal, and I'm going to say something. But if you're Southern, you know exactly what I mean. When you look at another person and you say this, well, bless your little heart. That's not a compliment. We Southerners, we know how to throw that shade. Well, bless your little heart.
Sanella. It's just like some of these people get like a free pass to talk about like whatever they want. It's like I haven't struck anybody yet. For me, it's terrible. I'm always eating, I know. Mm-hmm.
So anybody in Chantal's chat, if you're an older person, you're from the South. You know, just the only thing saving you from Chantal talking crap about you is the fact that you're a VIB. But trust me, if you weren't a VIB, you got on her nerve, she'd be talking crap about you too. She doesn't even have the good sense that while she's doing a live chat, she could say, listen, I'm just addressing this person, but no disrespect to anybody from the South. She's not even saying that.
I don't know, Reginald, like a bunch. There's like a whole bunch like arcade games. It's like old games. But we thought they had Mario, but they don't. I want to play Mario. So yeah. I guess I don't know. It's just my feelings have changed. I'm tired of this whole community. Like I want out of it. I want different surround myself with different people. Like why would you want to be with people who like so anyway, yeah, no, sorry, Brittany. Yeah, it was a piece of crap. Like she like shames us day and night. And I make
She reacts to you, but you don't have to react to her. You don't have to pay attention to her. Same thing with French Fry Girl. Same with the rest of us reactors. You could just be over there and mind your business.
one comment about her and Flop says something, so yeah, goodbye troll. Like for sure. I couldn't imagine like being a mother and like saying the vile stuff she does on Twitter. Like, have you seen some of the screenshots? Are you kidding? Like, oh my god. It's disgusting.
You know what I can't imagine, Chantal? Being someone like yourself, and you have expressed thoughts lately and feelings that you want to be a mother. But yet, when you did a vlog with Sala, there were children in that vlog, and I'm not going to show that vlog. I don't want to show those children. But you were literally like grabbing those children and holding on to them, exploiting somebody else's children for content and views. How could you be someone and express the thoughts of being a parent? And there's a child that's not even yours, and exploiting them on camera for views and content. What person that has a maternal instinct would want to do that, would think that's appropriate? The fact that you were touching those children and holding on to them, I was uncomfortable watching it. It was inappropriate. And I can only imagine that child, those children. You're an adult, they don't know, and you're grabbing them, invading their personal space. How traumatic that must have been.
And I'll always stand by that. I don't follow the crowd ever. OBS. No, it didn't A plus. I'm not upset. I'm allowed to talk about my opinion on it without being like, why is it whenever I give my opinion back about something, I'm raging, but these people can sit and squawk for hours and you guys are like, yeah, why is that? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, if you're wondering why Yo Mama Yaba is so, her content is so crap and geared towards me, because she's butthurt because I stick up for myself. That's what bullies do. That's bullying 101. Okay. You defend yourself, they go harder. She's stunted. She's a stunted human. You ever hear of Arrested Development? That's them.
No, that's you. That is so you. You're 38 years old, carrying on like a 16-year-old. Talk about stunted development. 38 years old and running after D across the world that you don't even have access to because you're so desperate to have somebody claim you.
I should have brought my Switch.
Stunted development, looking for validation of who you are, looking for an identity. So you're trying to find it in somebody else versus yourself.
I know. Trixie, yeah. Sometimes autocorrect does happen, I guess, but the mask, yeah, does. Hi, Gemini. Darcy, are you Muslim? No, so be quiet. I'm allowed to talk about what I want and defend myself. I'm not being nasty, but I'm not going to kiss butt just because I'm wearing a niqab. Sorry. My relationship is between me and God, okay? None of your business. Thank you. Lynn, the majority of these people, not Muslim. Oh, you're another troll I don't like. Goodbye. I'm just tired of apologizing or like feeling bad for like giving my opinion or defending myself on something. So too bad. If people don't like it, bye. Hi, Ruben.
I actually agree with Darcy. Darcy says, watch your mouth while wearing the niqab, please. Yeah, if you're wearing that, you shouldn't be cursing. Oh, and Darcy says, I am Muslim, but okay. So here is a Muslim person saying, hey, you watch your mouth, watch your language.
This evening. So yeah. Yeah, sure you are. Sure you are. You still, even if you are Muslim, you don't have a right to tell what another Muslim what to do at all, period. Defending yourself. The problem is it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth my energy. It's just negative. Hello. Um, I'm gonna use the Twitch I already have. I mean, may as well, not salsa.
Of course she's going to use that Twitch because people are still subbed up there. Of course she is. But here's the thing. That Twitch channel has been dead for the longest. She started it as another avenue to potentially make money in case something happened to her YouTube channel. Same thing with the Beezer Show. She created the Beezer Show after her channel was taken, so she made a whole bunch of different platforms, including Twitch. And she made a big deal about getting a gaming computer so she could game on Twitch. Although she never gamed, she just did the same kind of content on Twitch that she did on YouTube. And she doesn't do anything on Twitch. That's not where her main audience is. It's on YouTube. When she got back on YouTube, she pretty much abandoned the Twitch channel. But all the people that were signed up there are still signed up, so of course she's going to use it.
Why would I make a new one? I already have like a following on there, which I'm surprised. Like, I haven't even like used Twitch in like forever.
Right. So you haven't used Twitch in forever, but you're still getting money from the membership signups, right? So you're having people pay for a channel that you're not even doing anything on. How honest is that?
You know. I also think people just like mistake. I'm also just like I don't like BS. You know. So sometimes it's not defensive. It's just like BS. What did you guys do today? A lot.
I just find it hilarious that Chantal was talking in the beginning of this live stream that I'm getting on a health journey and healthy food, and I've got to lose weight and I've got to get myself back on track. And yet, we're not even 23 minutes into this live stream and she's eating. Eating. Chantal, if you want to get on a health journey, you cannot eat on camera. Even with the niqab on, you can't eat on camera. You don't have to eat in every live stream.
I'm tired. Like, you guys will see when I do my daily routine video. Mm. We forgot our selfie stick at the campsite, and we just got it, and it's very useful because, like, especially because like Sala is like 7'8". He's so tall. Um, we make a couples channel here. Don't act like it's really.
Now, the only thing I like about that selfie stick is when Sala is using it and pointing down at Chantal, her filters don't work as well.
No, I didn't say it was, but like, yeah. Your Amazon subscription still goes to Twitch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was telling Sala about that. Like, you get a like everyone gets like a subscription like for free if you're a Prime member. Do you order a lot from Amazon? I haven't ordered anything from Amazon in forever. I don't even know why I still have Prime actually.
So Tam says, Sala, are you going to let her keep disrespecting you? I guess he is. I mean, she's on camera, dressed in the abaya, dressed in the niqab, acting this way, talking this way. How could he be okay with this? And how could he be okay with her taking his last name, putting it on her channel? Because it's not just his last name, it's the last name of his family. So she's in essence kind of representing him and his family and then acting this way using the family name. How are you okay with that, Sala? How are you okay with that? How can you be okay with her disrespecting your family name this way?
I could probably cancel it. It just comes off my credit card every month. I don't even think about it. Oh my god! Imagine all the subscriptions that like and it's not a big deal. Sometimes there's like a little chin slip, but try not to. um, yeah, they're so cute, and I love being around them. Like I really love it. So yeah, I want like 15. No, I'm kidding. Um, yeah, so I mean, I just the people who like criticizing me like, oh gosh, please don't let Chantal become a mother, are the same people who watch people like Yaba like sit there and fat shame other women online.
I don't think you should be a parent to a child right now. You've got two cats at home, and those are not human children, but they're still pets. Those are supposed to be your fur babies. Pets are like 3-year-olds that never grow up, and you're not giving them good care. You're neglecting them, and those are pets. If you can't manage two cats, how are you going to deal with a human child? Even if you adopt, which I don't think you're going to be able to adopt just because of, your credit history and your finance history and your history in general. I don't think you can adopt, Chantal. You are not grown up enough in the head. You're not mature enough. You're not responsible enough. You're not selfless enough to be a parent. You're too self absorbed, narcissistic, egotistical, vain, selfish, spoiled. You would not be a good parent. You just wouldn't be.
Or talk about negative about somebody's finances or their house or how poor they are, as if that has any relevance on their character whatsoever. Those are crappy reactions, and you're telling me that just because I don't call somebody a fatso or make fun of the size of their kitchen, I don't do good reactions? No, sorry. People, because the people I'm talking back to don't have brains to be able to understand what I'm talking about, unless it's an
Not this one saying that other people are brainless when she's the one that chased around a crackhead for over a year, pursuing him, trying to buy his love for over a year. And then directly after that, running after a guy in another country because she was so desperate for companionship, desperate for the fantasy of being with a decent looking guy. I would consider that brainless and stupid, especially for an older woman who should know better.
insult. People don't listen unless it's an insult. That's all it is. If it's logic, gone right over their head. Or they don't even listen, you know? You think people like Curly Juarez are going to decipher what the heck I'm saying? She probably doesn't even know what that word is. Period. And she deserved that shame because she's nothing but nasty with her limited vocabulary. Thank you very much. All right.
When you can use any other term to describe food as fresh, then you can talk to me about limited vocabulary, Chantal.
You're not going to intimidate me with cancellation on anything because I've been canceled 1,000 times. I don't care. Coffee first. 4 months. Ready, set, B-zeros. So anyway, yeah. So I know you guys can't see my face anymore, but like honestly, some of you might like that. And not just that, but I think you'll start to get used to it and see me smiling and express with my eyes. Also, um, just yeah, it's different. But whenever you're like, people don't pay as much attention to your looks, I guess, you know, I don't know, maybe my personality will shine through. Oh, yeah, and Marissa's so good at Mario Kart too. They're hi, sweet vintage, so but like that's what I'm saying by like uneducated people. Like, yeah, I'm not saying I've never made digs at people's looks, but
You have.
when have I ever just come on here other than to defend myself and just come for somebody for no reason? Never, ever, ever. And if I do come for people's looks, it's to compare, like, how do you have the nerve when you look, you know what I mean? Like when you're the same or whatever, because it's always people who are overweight projecting.
So explain to me, Chantal. You have said, I don't come for anybody that doesn't come for me first. Explain to me then, when the school tragedy happened, you put a blown up picture of a grieving mother on your community tab. That woman did not know you. She certainly didn't come for you. You made a point to show her grieving over her deceased child on your community post. So what do you mean? What do you mean? What was the logic in doing that? Exploiting a grieving mother. I would like to hear an explanation how that was right. You didn't just post a picture, you posted a blown up picture of her. Most disgusting thing ever.
Their self-hatred onto other people. Exactly. Gemini gem. What are regular, like, this is regular clothes here. This is common, but I know what you mean. It is
And that's another thing. When Chantal has to go home to Canada, if she goes home, she's put herself in a corner where she's saying that she's wanting to live this way, dress this way. She's put herself in a corner. Now she has to maintain it, right? Because if she goes home, she takes off the abaya, she's going to get torn apart. She's going to get ripped to shreds. People are going to say you used this belief system and this culture and treated it like a costume. She has to maintain this now, has to keep it up. She put herself in that corner.
is I think, oh, thanks for your money. I think it's I like having your money and not having to read your crappy message. Thank you, Sala. Anyway, what was I talking about? Hold on. Oh, yeah, regular clothes. No. Well, no. I mean, the abaya. So here's the thing. I try to like dress not out of place here to like draw too much attention to myself. So really colorful clothes are not common here. So like women who wear niqab, niqabi women, as they're called, do not wear. They wear black traditionally. So right now I look like, you know,
I'm not trying to fat shame Chantal, but I'm just going to put my thoughts out there. I think she's gaining a lot of weight and she's using the abaya to disguise how much weight she's gained. But that's just my opinion.
I blend in when in Rome. When it comes to
No, I don't think you blend in. You know, you, before you went to Kuwait, you were trying to say that there were a lot of people in Kuwait that were overweight. And from what I've seen of the citizens of Kuwait, I haven't seen anyone even close to your size. So maybe that was what you were telling yourself, that you were going to go to a country where there were other people that were also overweight and you would fit in. But from what I've seen, you're one of the biggest I've seen there.
certain things. Um, that's not. I'm not saying that's why I'm converting or anything. I don't feel like I owe anyone an explanation of my personal choices. That's what I don't understand why people spend like 3 hours picking apart things like that, especially when they don't know the first thing about it. you know, oh well, you're not going to be a good Muslim because of this. Well, it's like, but you did you study Islam? No, you didn't either. So you have no.
And you haven't done it either. Clearly you haven't, because if the Muslim beliefs culture. It's all about modesty and respect. You don't embody any of that.
No right to talk about it. But anyway, um, ranting on and on. I guess I'm just in a mood right now. Song, non-copyright song for it too. It was so funny. Just like you're like you got some moves, babe. You got some moves. La, which is like no, and I do that. Like a 2 year old are so. If I had a 2 year old, you guys, and his mother has three young boys, and they're so energetic. And boys are mean to each other. I'm always watching. Well, sometimes if the other women are the women are so nice. I know you guys are like, oh, you conveniently get a migraine when the women have to clean. They don't let me do anything. They're so nice. Like the minute they get there, they're like, here, have a blanket, have some tea. Don't. I asked them 8 times, can I help with dinner?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Why are you lying? You've never been one that you were eager to do housework and clean up. Who are you kidding? Even when you were at your own house, the villa, you never cleaned that sucker. You actually had the nerve to ask your family to clean up for you. Your mom and your sister would come over and clean up your mess. You hated to clean. You were over there throwing garbage on your own floors. Your car was disgusting. What do you mean? You're not a clean person, Chantal. Never. Not you. Never you. No, nobody was over there catering to you, Queen Chantal. What is this lie you're telling your audience?
No, no, no. So I do what I can. Usually, sometimes I look after the children because they're mean to each other, boys. Like they throw sand in each other's face and everything. Just like, so you're running around after them going, no, la, la, like come here, don't do that. So if I had 3 young boys, I give props to you guys. You need the energy. You need the energy. And this,
Yeah, and you don't have it. You get that energy pretty quickly. Yes, you're right. Children are very energetic. They've got energy for days, weeks. They're energetic and they've got their own personalities. You don't have the patience for that, Chantal. You don't have the stamina. No, you don't.
this mother is so good because she runs around with, you have to act like a kid sort of. You have to run around with them and play with them and oh my god, I need to be in good shape, guys. Like I could never have I want to get to a place where I fully love I do love myself, but
No, you don't.
I need to be able to fully um, show myself self love in the way of health and maturity fully before I can be responsible for that for someone else. You know what
True.
I mean? My God. But yes,
Because parenting is a selfless job. Once you have a child, it's not about you anymore. It's about your child. Giving them the best of everything that you can. If you have to sacrifice something for yourself to give to your child, that's what you do. And you're too selfish and spoiled to think or act that way. Parenting is it's a lifelong commitment. It is one of the most rewarding and yet one of the hardest things to do in life. It has its rewards, but you got to be selfless. You have a child, it's not about you anymore. It's about your child. You can't even begin to think that way.
um, I think I would be a very soft parent because anytime,
No, you wouldn't.
he's always, if something scares him, he'll just run behind me. Like,
You strike me as if you were a parent, Chantal. This is what I would think the kind of a parent you would be. You would be that one. You would have a child just to trap a man with you. Number one, you would use that child to get attention for yourself. Number two, if that child got too much attention, you would be jealous of your own child. Three, you'd also be a neglectful mother because you're all absorbed into yourself.
and I'm always, because I'm so loving, I'm always hugging, and I really love affection right now. And Yeah, I have a lot to give. Um, movies like Jagger. There's many different ways to wear the niqab, and I'm actually still learning, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's covering my face. My chat has my back. Oh, I do see you, A plus. Yeah, thank you. Beautiful family. Bend them like Beckham. Oh, Rhonda. Who are you talking about, Brittany? La equals no. A. Yeah, in Canada, A is like what, right? Like, I don't know, I have a lot. I have a lot I've taken for granted. In my own health, like, you know, I talk a lot. All the little ones. Oh, really, Colleen? Because you're so sweet. No A plus. Like, oh no, I was with Barb. She had to explain to me what was going on, and he always used to crack jokes. Oh, thanks, Stella, for deleting that. You had a tornado? Ooh.
All right, it looks like Chantal's getting boring here. So I'm going to cut it off here and see what else Chantal's been up to. I just saw that Sala and Chantal did like rides on some ATV vehicles. So I'm going to go take a look at that. So everyone has enjoyed this React video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and hope everyone has a great day. Bye-bye.